just don't say a word for like 30 seconds.
What if the podcast has already started? I leave all this in.
We're running it now. Ah! I was looking directly into the light.
Flashbang.
Through the door.
Flashbang through the door. Hit the targets. I don't know the next line. Don't ever do that again. You're on a lub. What is up?
I'm doing the bit that might or might not have said out loud in the intro.
Dude, your face went. You were like, "Oh shit, we're doing it now," and you just, and your face like completely reacted to it, and it was so funny. And I'm gonna keep talking right into your little twitching nose. I'm gonna keep speaking right at you. All right.
Why you gotta say it like that into your little twitchy nose?
Because I saw it. Because you're looking at me going. Your nose was moving a bunch, and it was really funny.
I have no control over my face. Nothing that I do is intentional ever.
That's it. You've never done anything intentional at any point.
Not a single time.
Day one, day now. Nothing. Everything was an accident.
It's not like I'm like not trying. It's just everything that's happened has been like not what I've wanted to happen.
Yeah, it's like the opposite has happened every time.
If I were what I wanted to be, I would be the most racist, horrible person you've ever met in your life. I shouldn't say that.
But
if things were how I wanted them to be, ooh boy.
But here they are now. When you're you.
I'm me.
And I still can't say anything about it yet.
Not yet. It's maybe during the charity stream that's happening that's been announced. Woo! Not while we're recording this, but after it goes up.
Yeah. Soon after we record, like we're recording it on Friday.
Yeah, it'll go up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, talk about it. It's your stream.
Okay. We don't have most of it planned out yet.
We got some ideas.
We got enough ideas. It's not like we're gonna be like a day before and going, oh no, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, like I still want to try to order all this stuff today.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We have some like ideas and some like baseline stuff that's gonna be enough that will like.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We'll get there. We got to work out some of the specifics, but that's like, I imagine a lot of event stuff like this. A lot of the details are getting worked out pretty late into production.
Yeah,
maybe not. Who knows? I don't know how this stuff actually works in like a professional setting.
Yeah, I always really want to like see it. I want to be there.
Yeah, like behind the scenes, but like how does like a mogul money get put together?
Yeah, what happens?
What does that look like?
Because there's so like obviously a mogul money looks so different than what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but just any kind of like more professional level production done by like a YouTuber or someone like in our sphere.
Yeah, like even that, like I don't know if that's like entirely no, because they I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird and it's like hard to understand.
Yeah. Either way,
we'll see it.
We'll figure stuff out on our end for it. I'm really excited about the fact that there's like an in-game event for this. That's so fucking cool.
We've done stuff.
Yeah, like we like networked with the devs. We worked with them to like put together the community race stuff.
I forgot that was also out now.
Yeah, because that's
not just the stream, but the fact that we're
like partnering with MAX itself.
We've partnered with a video game.
That's so cool to me, dude.
Yeah, it's so sick.
I'm excited too. Like the item that I made for another stream that I thought had no chance of making it into the game is probably going to be the reward.
Which
for the
one
top
is it?
3. It's Pot of the Dead.
Let's fucking go!
Because that's the one that we talked about using.
I forgot. I didn't like. I remember that's what we talked about, but I don't know. I always assume that if it involves like people who are like in with the game, that that stuff has happened that I didn't see.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, which in this situation like doesn't really make sense. You know?
Yeah, but you're just in that mindset.
Yeah, I'm always like, okay, so Sky definitely made a different item that they're gonna add. They want to add that one because that's his actual item or some shit. I always assume that that's gonna happen.
Yeah, there was the other item that I made, but that's not even fully my item. That was like 5 different people worked on that.
But yeah, dude, I'm really excited. I think you might get a post like return stream viewer peak.
I think that could happen. I'm trying to keep my expectations tempered. I'd like there's part of me like it's an event we're working with the MAX devs. They're announcing it in their Discord of like thousands of people.
Yeah, and going, this is a part of our game. Here's an event to get items that you won't be able to get otherwise. Like, right?
Yeah, to get like special rewards, special like
yeah
shit during the stream. There's gonna be like codes that get given out. There's gonna be like 3.0 stuff that comes out.
Yeah, there's get like,
and I'm still worried that it's gonna bomb.
Yeah, because it's so scary. It's so
very scary. We're putting like a lot of effort into this
because everything that we're putting in, every bit of effort, every bit of intention, is based around the thought of what people might want.
Yeah.
Right, and that we could simply be wrong.
The really nice thing about this one is that like we've done it already.
Yeah, we have some ground to understand here.
That has significantly helped out in my like worry and anxiety over this, because that first one I went in with no expectations of what was going to happen, and I was like terrified until we got going.
I wasn't super scared about that one because that was so like last second, and so because I was like, you should do something for this like a week before, right? Like a week before, I was like, you shouldn't just like roll up and stream like normal, and then we threw everything together in a week.
Yeah,
and like it's something like I'm not super worried. Or I wasn't super worried then, because it was like if it fell apart and didn't do very well, then we like the odds were against us. Yeah. I think, and so I wasn't worried about it doing poorly. But this one, like now we have ideas of stuff going in. We have, like context to what people would enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, last time the Wheel of Pain was
the hit,
really fun. So we're definitely gonna lean into like the like more like challenge side of stuff. I think more like me doing stuff and like
this guy's to complete a task.
Yeah, suffering through that type of thing. There's
that one's gonna be so funny, and you know what I'm talking about. That one's gonna be so funny.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, I don't know the exact structure yet, but I don't want to talk too much about ideas, because I don't know exactly what's going to be happening.
Yeah, but shit could fall apart. I also just don't want to leak.
Yeah, I will. The one thing that I have leaked that will like 100% be happening at some point is the taser. I will be getting tased.
I will not live another day on this earth if I cannot tase my friend Sky during that stream.
This is coming from the man who off stream keeps repeatedly going, dude, I'm so scared of tasing you. What if you die? What if I kill you on stream?
Have I kept saying that? I have no. I've been like I'm a little nervous that something's gonna happen, right? Cause
I'm exaggerating for the content, Jack.
Okay, well I don't.
You're a little baby boy who's scared of tasing your friend. How could you? Oh, that hit me right in the face. It hit me like on my teeth.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I meant to hit you right in the forehead.
Oh.
I mean, that was an aim for the forehead, but it was left hand, and I kind of just went, that's my bad.
It doesn't like hurt, but it like hurts enough that like I felt it. It caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I thought it would. You throw like plushies at me and they like bounce off my face, so it like actually impacted, and it.
Yeah, it's different.
Now I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. Because I'm the little baby. You're gonna cry. With tears.
The worst part is that because of where it hit me, you know how like when you get hit in the nose and like it didn't hurt too bad, but like tears start coming. Yep. That's happening right now.
I still remember in 6th grade when Jay like smack canned me at the end of the day. I started crying, and I was like, dude, I'm fine.
I hate that shit.
But
dude.
he took me into the bathroom, like we have to like get you cleaned up. Like I cannot get in trouble for this. And it was a whole thing I remember very vividly.
God. Yeah, so I'm not gonna cry on Pot of the Dead though, guys. Don't worry.
Not crying.
Not crying. You're the baby though.
Ooh, thank God. I gotta fix my pot of the dead alarm, bro. My pot of the dead alarm is still set for Friday at 4, and it's Friday at 3:30. We would have had my fucking basic ass alarm just dropping on the pod.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, is there? I'm trying to think of other stuff that we can actually talk about with the charity stream. I think, in terms of what's out there, I don't know. We're the charity. The money is going to be going to Trans Lifeline, which is, I think,
it's good.
Yeah, I picked that because I specifically want to support like trans people right now.
Yeah.
For like Pride Month, and especially because of like the big surge of like
plethora of reasons.
Yeah, a lot of reasons.
One of which is really, really funny. And in like the most harmless way, it's really funny.
That funny isn't the leading way that I would describe it, but in this context, I'll allow it.
It's like genuinely one of, I think, the least harmful jokes that we've ever like continued to do, because there is no harm in it, pretty much at all, you know.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing happening to anybody, and it's just really funny.
I get to just sit here and be all transcendent.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, and we get to do this charity all of a sudden
for trans people.
For trans people.
For trans people.
After a little bit of a change in presentation. It's, you know, it's
a little bit of I'm gonna hit you with the switch up.
Hit you with the switch up.
Guys, I'm gonna dress like a girl on the charity stream. That's all. I'll say that. That'll happen. Nothing. Don't think too hard about it.
Don't think too hard about it.
Don't think too hard about it.
Do you want to do the other thing that involves Mac? Are we dropping that or no?
No. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't want to say anything until it happens, type of thing.
That's fine.
Because if it doesn't happen, then we haven't said anything, and it's fine.
This guy's presentation changed a little bit. We're doing a charity event.
I'm gonna dress like a girl.
Dress like a girl.
What could it all mean?
The thumbnails are right there.
My avatar is still my fucking bunny girl with the trans mask on. Guys, don't worry. It's just because I really like trans people.
They're pretty cool.
Guys, I'm just a chaser, okay?
You're a pick-me. You're a pick-me for trans people, bro. Until.
I'm a chaser until I am the chased.
I can't imagine anyone doesn't know what's happening. I cannot imagine that anybody is confused in the slightest.
Well, if they're watching Pot of the Dead, then obviously.
Yeah. This episode might do really well, by the way. Thought about it, because if we're gonna fuck it, because I gotta assume title and thumbnails by the stream, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll like clickbait it with the stream, because also we also want people to see it, and if you're putting in a video on the main, MAX is doing a thing, and then we have a podcast where you're talking about it, I gotta assume it's gonna do better than usual.
Mayhaps.
Not like we're gonna drop hundreds of views on it, but that like.
Get a few extra here and there.
We're guaranteed not sitting at like 18.
Yeah, we'll catch some snagglers.
Yeah, and then I'll post it in the server when you're not looking, or I'll do it when you are looking and you won't delete it.
Oh man, I'm still nervous about it a little bit.
Yeah, this one we're putting in a lot of effort, and if that effort goes to waste, it's gonna be sad. Because if we're doing this and we're doing something like that, and we're going to continue doing stuff like this, at some point it's going to fall apart, right? One time at least that we do something like this is not going to go well.
Yeah.
So I understand why you're nervous.
Yeah. I know last time I was nervous because we were doing it with like the Wheel of Pain format. I didn't know what was coming.
It was completely random.
I had no idea what was going to be happening to me, except for, funny enough, we had the taser during that stream.
We had the taser.
And that was the only thing that I knew about.
There was a 10% chance this guy got out of that without getting tased.
And I binked it.
And you banked the 10. I fucking hate you.
Well, it means we have a more tantalizing incentive this time.
I'm going to tase you when you start the stream.
Don't do that. It has to be a dono goal.
It will be really funny.
It has.
If you're like, all right, people have gotten into the stream at this point. We got 180 people here. That's great. We're really excited, guys.
You're really
guys,
shooting high on that number.
You're like, guys, welcome to the.
You're really shooting high when
Yeah,
my peak
no.
concurrent before that has been like 120.
Yeah.
At like.
Oh yeah, I'm just wish we were starting the other charity stream.
Yeah.
Which again, I think this one is higher up.
Oh yeah.
It just kind of matters about the about people watching.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's also a return stream.
It is. I mean, I might stream tomorrow as like hop on and just be there and have the charity stream not be my first stream back in like almost a month.
All right. I think that you could also just kind of do that and it'll be fine.
Maybe.
You're posting a video about it today.
Yeah.
And also then we're like, guys, if you're missing Sky content, listen to Bottle Dead. Come on, guys. Is Bottle Dead.
Yeah. I also I made a very important I told Barrett when the stream was gonna be happening.
We win.
I told Barrett.
Him and David still gone?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Barrett's gonna be out of town during the stream, which sucks. But
That's unfortunate.
he said he'll still pop in. He'll still like donate, and he's also
win.
David's also gonna know about it.
All right.
And David has a lot of money.
We win. I've been talking to my parents about this for a while. They'll surely donate something.
Yeah, I've told my parents about it. I hope that they show up and donate something.
You think they're gonna donate shit? Here's money for trans youths. Your parents. Your parents. Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just gotta hope so. They're not gonna take any money. It'd be really funny if they just pop up. Super chat.
Negative
minus
$100.
$50. And your parents are like, that's our tax. This is our fee for letting you live after what you've done.
Jesus Christ. Jack, how much are you donating?
If all they can donate me those or send me those $20, then still probably zero. But but otherwise zero.
When you were in the group chat earlier, I saw you yelling at Ollie about you owing him money, and I was just like, "Do this motherfucker."
Okay, I get it, but also we've had a conversation about it, and I was like, "Where this is the plan." And also, Ollie's owed me that money for longer than you've owed me. I've owed you this money. He's owed me that money for 7 months. After I asked him specifically and went, when am I going to be able to get that money back? And he was like, within like a month or two. That's what he said. That's what he said. It's been 7 months. I just want Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just saw it and I was like, this fucking guy.
I know. I thought about it.
This fucking guy.
I know.
This
fucking guy. Stop. So are we done talking about the charity stream now? Do we have anything else? I don't know if I have anything else.
Yeah, I think we're probably as much that we know about it that we can talk about still. We've gotten through.
Yeah.
So let's talk about COD now.
Oh wait, hold up.
What do you got?
Hold up.
Never mind.
So
Jack got something.
the stream's on Saturday, right?
Yes.
And we're releasing the podcast on Saturdays now, right?
We'll do a special early release.
Like 2 weeks after we started the Saturday releases. Or we put a special code in the podcast. I don't know. You probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably just like early release it.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but I just want to acknowledge us talking about us finishing the charity stream conversation before we moved on.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say about it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna get you.
No, you won't.
All the judges are gonna vote in my favor.
The judges
100%.
they're voting for me.
They are 100% voting for me.
They're voting for me.
There, once I'm in those girl clothes, I'm gonna look so cute. No way they don't vote for me.
You can't get the Ollie and Fish vote like that. That's not fair.
I'm 100% getting Ollie's vote. You hear this shit he said?
Weird,
about me?
weird how I picked the two who aren't bi. Like, you know.
I mean, you know what Ollie said though.
We also know what Fish said,
We
and we know what kind of man Ox is. So,
if I don't get the votes, then there will be words.
there'll be words most ways, because that's how like, you know, humanity works. Is we start talking after a while, right? Yeah. Nodding your head because you don't want words. Little baby boy nodding his head because he doesn't want words. Little baby gonna have an aneurysm. It's gonna flick you in the head, dude. I was just gonna sit up and go, pussy boy. It's still so funny how I interacted with my parents about it, bro.
All right, let's talk about COD.
Let's talk about COD. The second most important update for a game that happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Or this week.
We can talk about 7 days later too.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about 7 days later.
Yeah,
I hope
figure-
you know. If you were like, I don't want you to talk about it, I would go eat shit.
Listen, I'm not gonna do that. I already shit on enough of your interests on the podcast.
Yeah. I like sports, man. And no one else likes sports, man.
Listen, that's I at least do that because I don't think it's as good of content. But you talking about a zombies game? Fucking perfect.
Yeah.
First of all, though, COD.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's a new Warzone map. Apparently, it's really good. Half of our party members can't play it because they have dog shit computers.
Yeah, it didn't. We played it like Fish didn't even try to play it. We ended up playing 2 games, one of which we died immediately because I didn't have sound. The second of which I left halfway through because me and Mac went and got pizza for us.
That game, Ollie and I died to Storm.
You died to Storm?
Yeah, we got forced out by Storm, and I just got killed by people rotating out.
Oh, okay. So I
We
thought
didn't like die to the Storm. but
died via, and the cause of it was your interactions with the Storm.
yes.
Okay, I thought you were just like, yeah, no, we ended up just getting stuck, and that was it. That was it for us.
It was over. We probably played for another 5 minutes after you left.
Yeah, I checked back and you guys were like, I'm just gonna go, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really don't have that much to talk about with the update.
With
Apparently,
the-
they did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, or with the Warzone update, because we did play the gunfight maps a little bit.
Yeah. Something I will say before we get to that is that I find it really fucking annoying how we got this new map and they just took out Ashika.
Yeah.
Like, if we want to go and play Resurgence now, we really can't. Like, with the squad, we can't all effectively play Vondel. Like, we could run it, I guess.
Well, what is a thing is that they have dynamic resurgence timers, I think, which makes it so that any squad size can play in any squad, like, sized game. So we could trio quad, and like our resurgence timer, I think, is lower than other people.
Well, I'm just saying that like Ollie can't really run the map.
Oh, can you not run the map to that? Did we come to that conclusion?
I thought that's what we talked about, that the FPS was fucked.
I
Is that a
don't.
thing?
Oh yeah, no, he was like, I'm at 30.
Yeah,
forgot.
like he can't
Yeah.
effectively run it, which is why we couldn't play Massive Resurgence either, even though apparently that was really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that shit's dumb.
So yeah, the fact that we just don't even have Ashika as an option means that we realistically can't play the game as a squad and have a good time.
Yeah. It sucks.
It's fucking stupid. Like with Warzone, with like a whole different map, I can kind of understand, especially when it first comes out. Like I kind of get it. If they don't have like I don't know. It's fucking having 3 Warzone maps running at one time seems dumb in the first place, in my opinion.
Yeah. I also am just like on like at a base level, not with like the current like trajectory of like improving the graphics to the levels that they are and like the scale to the levels that they are while sacrificing the ability for like 80% of the people to play the game.
Yeah, the push for graphics is fucking stupid.
It's very dumb.
I would rather my games be smaller and look worse and run perfectly.
100%.
100% of the time.
100%.
There are very few games where like the photorealistic graphics actually matter. In single player story games where it's like a realistic setting, like a Last of Us type of thing.
Yeah.
Where you're just trying to like tell a story, it's like super cinematic. That at least makes sense.
Slightly off topic. Did you see the Titanfall thing?
Titanfall 3 was in development for 10 months, and then they scrapped it for Apex.
No. And then they didn't scrap it. They turned it into Apex.
Or, yeah.
Which I think is really cool that they had a game, and then they decided not to make that game, and they were going to make a whole different game with the game that they had, with the percentage of game they had already made.
I don't think it's cool because I really like Titanfall, and I haven't played, like, a lot of Apex at all, and I absolutely would have played Titanfall 3.
Have you ever played Titanfall?
Yeah, I played the original Titanfall all the fucking time. When it came out, I was super into it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I remember it came out back when I was still going to school, like when I was physically going in, and I remember waking up early in the mornings to play Titanfall.
Like back in like 6th grade?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of this happening.
I don't know if I talked about it, but I played the shit out of Titanfall.
Did you play it after then? Because that might be why, because it just was like it was in that span that we weren't talking.
Maybe. I don't know how long I
true.
kept playing it for, but I remember I was like really into it for a while.
Yeah. I'll send another clip to the chat, another 7 days clip.
To be fair, I also didn't play Titanfall 2 really, so.
Oh God.
What?
Hold on. Okay, Ollie got a clip from my stream.
Oh, from your stream?
Hold on, I'm gonna play it real quick.
This is probably the clip that he got from his stream that got blocked by copyright.
It's 5 seconds long.
Okay.
It's this clip.
Wait, what is this?
It's so fucking funny. Hold on, I'll figure it out and I'll like play this.
Put it, just put it in the link dump. Put it in the link dump.
Yeah.
Was that fish who got blown up?
Dude,
Wahoo!
I'm so annoyed because I'm going through this POI like I'm watching it and I should have known. Like I should have known that this was that POI. I have them all like put to memory. I should have known that it was the POI with all the bombs at the end of it. And also, what you didn't realize in that clip is I have 1 health.
Oh my god.
One
I didn't
health.
see that.
That's all I had.
Jesus.
Dude, I had to back away so
Oh my god.
fucking blew him up. Dude, you're playing so fucking. I should have waited on that to talk about 7 days later. We'll come back to 7 days. I want to talk about gunfight maps right now.
Okay, yeah, 2 new gunfight maps. I personally thought they were both pretty good.
They've. So the second map felt super, or like the second map being the like kind of
The penthouse.
the penthouse map. I felt like I felt like that map was super gimmicky. It
Really?
felt really gimmicky to me.
Really?
Because, like, there's a lot of really long hallways in there. And also, there's so much glass. I fucking hate how much glass there is.
I like entirely disagree. Penthouse might be my favorite gunfight map in MW2.
Now, me saying that it's gimmicky doesn't mean that I think it's bad. To be
Okay.
clear. However, there is a large water portion of the map.
Yeah, the way you phrased that made it sound like you were saying that as like
I don't like the glass. I think that the glass is very bad for gameplay.
just like the fact that the walls are like mostly made of glass. Why?
Because if you run through them, it shatters and it's loud.
It's loud, but it also means you're not like restricted in a lot of ways that you normally would be. So there's a trade-off there of like you don't go through the glass and you don't make noise, but you're just going down the normal lane, and that puts you in a different position. Whereas if you go through the glass, you're giving up your position, but you're putting yourself in a better position.
I don't like. I just don't like the way that it's implemented with a lot of the like ways to get into the middle building, being via the glass.
There's also still just like the normal doors too.
Like we got to play it more because we only played like 1 or 2 games on it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the feel of it, honestly.
I want to run it more. We should play gunfights tonight.
And the other map, it felt like there was, I don't know, I felt like there was like too many separate buildings in the middle.
The other map was a little bit weird. There was like, it felt like there was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was just a lot happening.
It more than any gunfight map felt like it was hard to find people.
Yeah. It felt the most like a normal map.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if that's necessarily entirely a bad thing.
Yeah, but it felt like if they wanted to pick one of the 5 designated gunfight maps to go into rotation with like a 24/7 playlist, it would be that one.
Oh yeah, honestly I could see that being a 6v6 map.
Yeah, I could see it
being like a small shoot house kind of deal.
It's and it felt hard to find people, and I wasn't super a fan. Honestly, if I don't know what my rankings are, but I don't think they're the top. They're probably closer to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Penthouse. I thought that was really fun. Because also having the pool there, gimmicky or not,
it's really funny.
It's really fun, dude. Because when we're playing with the group and we can just roll up and one of us can just go and fucking swim for the entire round.
What's the game mode that we played called?
OSP.
OSP. Yes, we play
on-site procurement.
Know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, something that I found is, first of all, they have a shitload of no attachment FTAC sieges. They come up a bunch. Right? They did like 3 or 4 times. It felt weird.
How?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
It was there a bunch. It was there way more than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I didn't notice like really any more of one gun than another.
Yeah, I apologize, but I promise that there was a bunch of FTAC sieges in there.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I didn't see it.
But yeah, dude, I was just going under the water because it's a handgun. Because they're called handguns now. You know that?
Oh, the FTAC. I was thinking of the fucking FTAC like rifle.
The Recon.
FTAC Recon.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pistol.
Oh, them both being the FTAC. It's in my head. The FTAC is.
It's very stupid.
Yeah.
Very dumb.
I'm dumb or it's dumb?
It's dumb.
Cool. I thought that's what you meant, but I wanted to make sure.
There being multiple FTACs. There being multiple TACs. There being multiple Lockmans. Like, I get that we're doing this weapon platform thing, but it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I don't like the weapon platform system.
It's not implemented as well as I think that it could be, and it also sacrifices the ease of being able to say what gun I have. You know?
Yeah. You have to like specify, and then if someone doesn't know like the specific designation, it'll lead to a situation like that where I thought you were talking about a different gun. I know what you're talking about, and I agree with you now because I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because
there was just a bunch of no attachment FTACs.
Yeah. But you can't just say FTAC. Or
I have to say the FTAC Siege.
And the problem is that if you say Siege, it's weird. It's the second thing that's in the name.
Yeah. Or you just have to go Tech 9, which isn't even the name of the gun in the game.
Yeah.
So then there's like an extra level of confusion where if you like don't know what the Tech 9 is off the top of your head, then you're fucked.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Especially when there is a TAC M, a TAC V, and a TAC 56, all of which look identical. And along with there being an FTAC Siege. What is that? What is that? It's so weird.
Yeah, it gets me sometimes when I even pick up guns in OSP, where I'll pick something up, I'll look at it, and I'll go, oh, it's a Lockman. Oh, semi-auto.
I was like, it's big with it's the Lockman one. That's the one that it fucks me up on.
It happens with the TAC too sometimes. Yep. I get got by that one.
Mm-hmm. It's very dumb.
Fucking annoying.
Also, what's the AUG called? I forget what it's called.
I don't fucking know.
There's like a bunch of them though.
It's the AUG.
It's the fucking AUG. It's so stupid, and it just let me live, bro. Let me live.
They've given up on doing real gun names because of like licensing shit. Except some of the guns can still have their real names, but only like a few of them.
And like I remember I was talking to Mac about it because I was like, "There's just all this shit, and it's just pay for the licensing. Just license the guns."
Yeah, I don't know how expensive it is, but surely at the very least, don't make it like innately confusing to be able to tell your weapons apart.
Yeah, like before, like I didn't like it. Like I'm not a fan. I wish they would just put the money into it and buy it.
Yeah, but like with something like Cold War, at least you had like the XM4, and there's not an XM5 and an XM53.
Yeah.
It's just, you have the one gun, and it's the XM4, which is the Commando, and
Oh,
that's it.
Also, I have a question. Is the Commando, is that a real gun?
I think, I don't know. I haven't actually looked into that. I think the Commando is just like an M4 platform gun.
Okay. Here is my problem with the way they do it now, because I was talking to Mac about it, and I think that it's very legitimate. Why the fuck don't they just give them, like, code names?
Yeah,
If you can't call it a fucking Tech 9, give it, like Shadow or some shit. I don't know. I'd rather it be that. Because in my head, the Commando is the Commando. That's which is what it's called. Right?
Yeah.
Just call it that.
Yeah,
Just
instead of
do
giving
that
it like
every
a
time.
fake actual weapon name. They kind of did that a little bit in Cold War, where it was like, not really though, where they had it like, it was like AR Alpha Bravo Charlie type thing.
Yeah.
Kind of,
But
except not really, because they just did Alpha Bravo Charlie, and then it was like SMG Alpha, AR Alpha, whatever.
Yeah, but then they're also just called something different.
Yeah.
And I just wish that we could just pick. Also, wasn't it called the MP5 in Cold War?
I think it was in Cold War, and then it also was, it might have been the MP5 in MW 2019.
Was it?
I think, and then they just don't have the MP5 in, even though it's very clearly the MP5,
It's MP5.
except apparently it's also like weird and not like done correctly. I think I saw something that was like the model's like weird and not actually an MP5, but it's an MP5 still. But like, it's clearly the MP5.
But it's an MP5. Call it an MP. I just don't get it. I don't get why they wouldn't like especially like if you want to build shit for like long term, right? Like a lot of the guns that are in the game like have become somewhat iconic guns because they were in Call of Duty, right?
Yep.
Like I have no recollection of seeing a Galil in any old media. Right?
Yeah, the only other thing that I know the Galil from is Counter-Strike.
Yeah, but like I feel like the Galil, like I think that in like recent-ish movies, I've seen Galils in them. Right?
Have you?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Pretty sure I've seen something and gone. Done the fucking Wolf of Wall Street thing. And like they have the ability to make guns people care about, and that when an update drops that has like a cool skin for the gun, everyone goes, "Oh, I love the Galil," you know.
Yeah.
But they don't. They don't. No one gives a shit about any of the guns. No one cares. Any of them. By no one, I mean I have no idea. I don't engage in like any Call of Duty content. The only Call of Duty content I engage with is Jev and Prestigious Key. That's it. That's all I do.
To be fair, I will say that MW 2019 added the Hurricane, which is a gun that I've never seen before. The like
2019?
Or MW2, I mean. My bad.
Cool.
Yeah, they added the Hurricane, which is like the weird P90 mag M4, which I've never seen before, and it's a fucking cool gun.
I like the M4.
That's fucking sick, and it's...
But
They also gave it a cool name. It's
yeah,
the Hurricane.
and I was like, also, it's the fucking Hurricane.
That's a
which
sick-
sounds
that's a sick
cool,
name.
And now I'm like willing to call it that, and I have no problems. It makes sense,
because like it's like a variant M4 type of thing.
and that's fine.
Or again, I think the proper way to say that would be like an AR-15 thing, because I looked it up. The Commando is also like an AR-15 platform gun. Apparently, it is a real thing though. There's like a separate designation
You
for
say
the Commando.
The Commando is.
Yes.
Didn't you not 5 minutes ago say that it was an M4 platform?
Yeah, I was wrong.
Did you just look it up?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant like recently you looked it up, and I was like, so why you change the stories here? You liar! You liar! You liar!
No, yeah, I said M4 platform just because it looks like an M4.
It does, yeah. That checked out to me.
But the AR-15 is similar, and it also looks kind of it's a similar platform.
Yeah.
At least like from looks from someone who doesn't know shit about guns.
Yeah, it looks the same. Like you said it, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, it's close enough for people who don't know what they're talking about.
Wait, just if you call it like a fucking tornado or some shit, I will call it the tornado, and it's fine. I have no problem. But the fucking F-TAC Recon, shut up. Shut up. TAC M, TAC V, TAC 56, and the fact that they're like, are two of them in the same class, or is it assault rifle, battle rifle, marksman rifle? Do you know?
Which one? The
I
TAC
know
V,
there's three.
The TAC V, I think, is the. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Also, are they in different categories, or are two of them in the same category?
All I know is that the TAC 56 is an AR. I'm almost 100%
Is
sure.
it TAC V an AR? Is it TAC M an
TAC,
AR?
TAC V is not an AR. TAC M or whichever. Is it even what is it? TAC M.
TAC V, TAC M, TAC 56. I know those.
The TAC M and the TAC V are not ARs.
Yep. Are they both battle rifles?
I think one of them is a marksman rifle. Do you know?
Genuine question. What's the difference between a marksman rifle and a battle rifle? Do they accomplish the same goals? I don't know.
There is an actual designation. That's like a real thing.
You're a real thing.
It is. I will say, from like a COD player's perspective, who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares?
From like an actual like name standpoint, there is like a pretty clear distinction, I think, between the two. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I know there's like a different designation for marksman rifles and BRs.
It's just stupid. It's just stupid. And
yeah,
I don't know why
I'm saying that from
cares.
the perspective of a COD player who doesn't know
Yeah,
who's going. Like, what does this mean?
What does this mean, and why do I care?
Because functionally in game, they're very similar.
They're like the same thing.
Like they accomplish basically the same thing.
They're
in
like
MW2.
They're like marksmen are like semi longer range. You know?
Yeah, I think that might be the designation. Is that BRs can do long range and marksman rifles are for long range? Maybe.
I don't give a shit. Is the
because also ARs can in COD standards easily do long range and do it better than anything else other than like a sniper rifle. It's like in Warzone, what do you see people running? A fucking ISO.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird, and I don't.
The ISO Hemlock. Hemlock isn't a terrible name. That sounds okay. And there's also not.
But you know what the problem is?
Not a.
You know the problem is they're adding an ISO 45. So then we have but the problem is that one's the ISO, and then we have the Hemlock, which is the ISO Hemlock.
It's just very confusing names.
Yeah.
When it doesn't need to be.
It's just so dumb. Like, just stop giving it a couple letters and then some numbers and calling it a day.
They're like what all the real guns are called. The AK-47, the M4.
Yeah, because the ISO Hemlock is fine. Without there being an ISO 45, the ISO Hemlock is fine.
What is the ISO 45? What type of gun is it?
It's an SMG.
Is it like a Hemlock base converted to 45 caliber rounds type of thing? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Or is it like a completely different base gun?
I think that it's
is ISO like the
I think it's a Vector. I think.
Huh.
I could super be wrong about that.
Because in this case, is ISO like the platform or is the Hemlock the platform?
I think the ISO
is
the
ISO
platform.
like the company that makes the gun? Is that why it's designated that way? Is that what they're like? We got our in universe.
Oh, it is definitely not a Vector. Completely wrong about that. Completely wrong.
Okay.
What is that?
That looks like the same thing kind of to me. It looks like just an SMG version.
It's a shorter barrel.
Yeah. Shorter barrel, same like base model.
Yeah.
Which like when you think it through, it does make sense, but like it's fucking COD. I don't want to think through the weapon platforms and shit when I'm playing COD. I want to go, "Oh, I got the ISO," and then somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or just let me say I'm using the AK and someone can go, "All right, cool. Know what you're talking about."
Just like give him like a cool name. Do not make it realistic. I promise you. Nobody cares.
Like the Hurricane's cool. If all the guns were named like the fucking Firestorm or like the Tornado Watch.
Yeah, tornado watch, bro. See, but then they call the tornado watch game, but tornado warning. You know, and then like you
Dude,
can't.
imagine
and
if they
then
had
you
a-
can't just call it tornado anymore.
Imagine there's a fucking weapon platform called the Tornado, and then you've got the Tornado Watch, the Tornado Warning, the fucking Tornado Devastation.
Yeah, dude, it's so. but then they're gonna be like, oh yeah.
And then they're gonna do the aftermath, and then there's gonna be a tornado aftermath, but that has nothing to do with the aftermath
Yeah,
gun.
yeah. It's like now there's gonna be a fucking. I'm getting another call. You leave? Hi, we're doing the podcast. How did you not know that?
I've been doing my makeup.
Okay, pub cab.
Close the door.
Pub cab.
I was looking at the crash.
Like a pub cab. But yeah, it's fucking dumb. They're gonna have
Yeah.
like a fucking. They're gonna have the tornado watch, but then they're also gonna have like a gold watch. So then you're not gonna be able to say that I have the watch, because you're talking about the gold watch or the tornado watch. Yeah, but then there's gonna be like.
And then they're gonna have the watchdog.
But then they're gonna have a watchdog. But then they're also gonna have a gold platform. So you can't say I have the gold. You can say I have the watch. And that's what's gonna happen. I promise.
I got the Gold Watch, but then there's gonna be the Gold Watch and then the Gold Watch 53.
Dude, and then the gold watch V.
This is what it feels like to play MW2.
This is
like
real.
actually,
This
it's
is
so
real.
fucking annoying.
Like 4 to 6 minutes in.
Damn.
Good app.
So the gunfight maps were like they're more variety for me. That like they're to me they're at the very least they're not actively bad.
Yeah. I don't hate them. I just don't love them.
I like them. I think I like them more than the base maps, other than like Black Site maybe. I might like Penthouse more than anything.
Yeah.
Gotta play it more.
I was like getting excited to run the tournament again,
Yeah.
and now I want to hold off on it. Because
That's
I
fair.
like that's just what I want to do. If everybody else wants to do it, we'll probably still do it.
I would be down to run it with the current set of maps.
But
It's gonna suck for whoever ends up
especially-
on Alley.
Yeah, especially because we're like the season's super short. It's a 48 day
yeah.
season.
Yeah, if we get gunfight maps in the next season, which I fucking hope we would.
I would think that we'll get more, either in Reloaded or in the new update or the new season.
If we don't, then there will be words.
I will be upset.
Yeah, I
I'm
will.
upset.
Why did you say that? I'm upset.
Like he did in Whiplash.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Are you upset?"
I didn't pick up on that as a Whiplash reference.
I've been thinking about that like every day. because I've been for a bit like just trying like I think upset is a good term. Being like I'm mad. Like how mad are you? Doesn't matter. I don't know. But when I talk to Mac, I'm like, hey, I'm upset about this. You know?
hmm
I've been using that recently. So when he dropped it, I was like, I say that word a bunch. That's the thing that I say. So I think about it every time I try to like contextualize what I'm thinking about. I think about him going, I'm upset every time.
You're dragging. That was a Whiplash reference.
Are you not dragging?
I'm Russian.
You're American. You want to know what's a fictional place in America? Navezgane.
That's a hell of a way to tie that in.
All-time transition. Hold up. And now you talk for a second. I take my hoodie off. It's hot.
That's two all-time transitions. Oh, you said talk. You said that, and then I made my joke, and I was waiting for a
Yeah, that's fine,
reaction,
we're good.
and you had the microphone
gave you
on
a
the
point.
floor.
Top 2 transitions all time. Number 1, Sky. Number 2.
Well, I wasn't
Me-
gonna say it. That's too direct, Jack. Come on now.
I refuse to believe that anything at this point is too direct other than saying the words. I like my barometer for what I can and can't say about it is completely it's I can say
The only thing you can't say is specifically the word.
Yeah, is the 3 words.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we can't say the word because you've said the word, right? Is that you were on that stream going, guys, look, it's me, and pointing at the thing that said the word on it, or something. I don't know. Whatever.
It wasn't. It was the transcendent thing, is what I told you about, which wasn't.
Yeah, but wasn't it abbreviated on screen without
Oh, yeah, it
the
was.
ascendant? Like, whatever.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
I was like, I swear to God, I know what I'm talking about. But 7 Days to Die had a big update,
It did.
and I'm fucking excited, dude. We played last night for a while, dude. We got on to day 7, and we like locked in.
Damn.
Like we were like, okay, we got to go right now. Our base is not ready for this. We have to get ready right now. And we spent like 45 real minutes just like, because like Fish kind of doesn't know what he's doing. It's a lot of it's me and Oliver. We're just like pointing directions, going, okay, so the problem is that every fucking zombie is a fucking engineer, so they all know the quickest ways to get into the building. So we have to seal up every opening. We have to make sure that the weakest stuff is right here. And then we were wrong. And like Horde Night came, and they were all just like running at this random wall behind it, and we had to fucking improvise, and it was sick, and we held it all together, and it was hype.
That sounds fucking cool.
Dude, it's like Horde Nights are so fun. They're so fun. It's great. It's so good.
Maybe we'll make it to one in our world that we're doing.
Yeah, you're talking about how excited you are. I'm ready for it.
I do want to play. I've been watching you guys play a little bit. I kind of want to run it.
It's fun. It feels way more like a survival game now. Now maybe that's because we spent the first 2 days going one way, then we settled down for a day, and then we spent the next 2 days coming back the other way, and then all of a sudden it was day 6. You know. But maybe that's why. But like it feels a lot less like I like just you're grinding dukes, because now the traders aren't as good anymore, and like, but it's like easier to like. It feels like there's more incentive to craft stuff now, rather than just finding it, you know. And it's really exciting. I'm having a really good time.
So effectively, just have changed the balance from like the trader is your god to they'll help you out sometimes. They're useful. Like you still go for the trader.
Oh, yeah. You still go for the trader pretty frequently.
Yeah, but it's not like the whole game.
Yeah, I have a lot less coin right now than I usually would.
No coin.
No coin.
No coin.
No coin.
No coin.
Yeah. So, they definitely like turned up the critical damage shit, which is tough. I gotta look into vending machines for health bars. That's what I should do.
Do what?
Vending machines have health bars,
Oh.
which you hold on to, and it like doubles the critical injury healing speed. I'm just trying to back into that. Also, like I watched a video on like spears now. Spears are the second best weapon in the game.
Really?
They just barely don't clear clubs.
What did they do to him?
So they used to be a throwable.
Yep, I remember that.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Power attack.
I thought that was like
That was, but it was also really bad.
okay.
Like, have you ever used a spear other than like in the very beginning of the game where you wanted to have a throwable?
No.
Yeah. So no one does, right?
Mhm.
Like I did a solo world with it. It's not good. There's like you're just stabbing and shit. But so they did a big update to them. They don't throw anymore. They just power shot, which makes them like everything else, but it makes them viable. You know.
Yep.
So, but like their damage is way higher than it was before. Like I think at the highest level it was like a 50% damage buff.
Damn.
Is huge.
That's pretty good.
Along with like the books changed, so now there's like penetration with it. Like you stab it, and like a normal shot can go through one into another and deal small damage to the other one.
Damn.
And if it's a power shot, it can go up to 4 zombies. So
What
you do
the
damage to
fuck?
4, which on Horde Nights is crazy.
That's fucking insane. Holy
Now
shit.
the extra damage isn't like a whole lot, but it's fucking damage, and the damage there matters. Spears have an extended range on them, so they just do more. However, it's also more precise. So the trade-off is that like you can penetrate zombies, but also you have to hit the shot. It isn't like a, where you hit whatever's in front of you.
Yeah.
You have to stab it.
You have to aim it.
Yeah. When there's a book that makes it, the penetration is a book, by the way. You have to read a book and then you can do that.
Ah, okay.
You can if they're another book is if they're down, power shots do 50% more damage, and the knockdown ability of spears is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And it's it has the same like full book set reward that clubs do, where if you read every book, a kill with the weapon completely refills your stamina bar.
Holy shit.
100% refills it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, clubs have it too. That's why clubs are so good.
That's so good.
Really good. Also,
my
I forgot
God.
that one of the books makes it so that you have a 25% chance at a bleed. Which, did we talk to you about bleeds?
No.
So it's how knives work, right? Is that I didn't think that
Oh
like
yeah, you mentioned
yeah,
it, I think.
is that when you stab stuff with a knife, like a normal stab will give a bleed stack, which deals like a certain amount of damage per second. I don't remember how much it is, but it just ticks down, and you can get 2 of them. I think maybe you can get 4. I don't know, but with melee weapons, it's like the whole idea is that you stab them and then you run away and they bleed out behind you, right?
Yep.
And spears now one of the books gives them a 25% chance to give a bleed stack, right? Which is
Okay.
just good. It just is good. And
Just extra damage.
so now spears are just super good, you know.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
Yeah, they also have like a buff to I know there's a buff to stun batons, I think, which are good. I think when we do our run, I think I'm gonna do spears, but I could not do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I might run spears too. That just sounds fun.
If you're gonna
Spears
run
seem
if
cool.
you're gonna run spears, I'm not gonna run spears. It's fine. I'm not like, oh no, you taking the
Okay.
thing. It's fine. But especially when you're in a run, like when you're playing like that, you don't want to stack weapons.
Oh, because we're both gonna be wanting to. That makes sense.
Yeah, especially with the new way, because with the new shit with like crafting skills, and that you only get a set amount of books for stuff. And if I can get spear books and funnel them into you, you will just get it faster.
Yep.
Right. But otherwise, we'd have to be splitting all the spear books, and that's just not helpful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
How is the book change?
I like it personally.
You like it?
I think it incentivizes early game looting because honestly, before this, early game looting is completely irrelevant. You don't get shit. You don't get shit
Yep.
for a while. But this stuff is making it better, and I'm enjoying it. I think the
Do you
book change
do
is
you,
good.
do you think that there's any like world where you get like where because of your book RNG it like changes up how you're playing? Like do you get a certain amount of books for like a certain weapon? And you go, okay, maybe for a bit because I like leveled up this because of the books I got to use like spears for a bit instead of
No.
my main weapon. No,
Because
I know it's like weighted to give you books that you like spec into.
yeah, when you because you're first of all like it's definitely noticeable. I have like 25 fist books, and I have like I'm not exactly sure how many I have the other ones, but it's very much so significantly less. And also just the buff that I'm getting with fists, it's not worth it like that.
Okay.
Like unless you're like super early game, like you're like the first few days, maybe.
Yeah,
you get it.
I'm thinking like early game like.
Also,
like
you have to craft them.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also getting to use machine guns with the fist build, which I've never really been able to do, like effectively, because that's like a thing that we didn't do before, and me and Ollie got into like watching a lot of videos about it, so we're now a lot better about doing stuff more efficiently. But like Fish isn't, and it's really funny to watch, where like Ollie spends the entire game giving me the 7.62 ammo because I have assault rifles. Fish is not attuned to this, and he has his own machine gun that he's using, which is bad because then I have less ammo. And it's just funny to be there for it. Is that like the Glock 9 videos where he's like switching weapons throughout, you know? And like today's a shotgun day. Not how it works when we're playing. You go in with your same gun because you are spec'd into it. You have the ammo for it. Like it just keeps us from running out of ammo.
Yeah, it makes sense in a co-op situation.
Yeah.
You can't run the same gun
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah, like
Unless you're like super late game where you have like piles of ammo.
yeah. But even then,
Even
like,
then, like it's
once
ammo's
you-
like the thing that you have to.
yeah, because you
maintain.
have to hold it for Horde Nights, right? Like
Yep.
Because like, what's the like Horde Nights? It's one of those things where like when you watch YouTube videos and like a lot of times in YouTube videos like it'll be different than how it really is when you're playing. You know?
Yep.
Hell no. Horde Nights are dead on the same.
Really?
The Horde Nights that you've seen in Glock videos are the Horde Nights that we face at the same levels. Like it's not like it's any different. Like the Horde Night lasted a while that we were playing last night. It was tough. We were using Molotovs, we were using pipe bombs, and it was difficult. I really enjoy it. I love 7 Days.
Yeah, the only thing that's like different is that in like a video like that, it like skips forward through like some of the slower bits.
Yeah.
Which like I think I'm gonna play and I'm gonna go, holy fuck, this Horde Night's so long.
Yeah, no, it feels super long.
Yeah, it feels long watching a video about a Horde Night that like skips through a bunch of time.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
It takes a while. It's like it's only 15 minutes, but it feels like it's fucking forever.
15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes is a long time to be maintaining though.
What's crazy though is that even with that, it's like the day 7 Horde's like half as long because there's like a set amount of zombies that spawn for it.
Oh yeah, so once you like finish it.
So once you finish it, what's funny is that once you finish it, natural zombie spawning is completely turned off.
Oh yeah.
So like honestly, if you're not going into POIs, the safest time to be is in between the time that you've killed the Horde and the next day starts, because no zombies spawn.
That makes sense.
I
I like that though.
it's great. It's really funny because it just gives you a time where you've taken out everything. You're okay for a little bit.
Yeah.
It gives you 100% of a breather.
Did they make any changes to like Horde bases at all? Like, is there like different meta shit for that?
I am not attuned with what meta Horde bases are.
Okay.
'Cause I don't like watching Horde base like tutorials and shit.
You just want to.
It to me is akin to watching a fucking house building tutorial for Minecraft.
Yeah, that makes
know?
sense.
Like
Or
the enjoyment of building a house is the fact that you built a house and like
You put your own design ideas and like quirks into it. Same thing with like making a piece of art instead of AI generating it. Type,
same shit.
Similar thing.
I enjoy the process of Horde bases.
Like figuring out what the best strat's gonna be.
Yeah, it's just working on that and like having an idea and like okay, let me see if this idea works. Like I had like the Horde base I had in my solo world where I had like the entrance. The problem is that the way that ends up coming to fruition is that it's like just bars and trapdoors, and then I shoot and then I punch and then that's about it. But like I had a solo world where I had them coming through a door, right? Because the fast way to get through was through a door, and then I had a cage that I had like outside next to the door. So it's like cage is here, but the door is like here. So they have to run past the cage to get to the door. So I would sit in the cage with like a turret and me, and I'm just fucking getting. But the problem with that was that then it was easier to get into the cage. So they were all just hitting the cage, and I was like, oh shit.
I do. It seems really cool though. The like you have an idea and you spend all this time building a base, and then it's trial by fire.
You trial
like,
by fire.
If it doesn't work, figure it the fuck out.
There's no other way. Like you can't figure it out. Like you can't like test it. It is you do the Horde Night, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
I think that is really fun. I could also see a world where I get so mad if my Horde base doesn't work.
Now here's the thing. Here's how I've seen it. Or here's how that's coming to play for me. Is that me and Ollie on our first Demolisher night, like we came in, the Demolisher blew up, and we had 2 blade traps that were doing a lot of work. Gone immediately. The Demolisher immediately destroyed them both.
Jesus.
And also completely like weakened all of our bars, and it was all of a sudden like, oh, so we're fucked. And then we ended up dying, and like repeatedly, because the night's 15 minutes anyways. It doesn't stop. You can't just wait. You can't wait it out.
Yeah.
The Horde Night will always get you repeatedly, and so that happened, and I was like, fuck. It was like such like we put a lot of time getting ready for it. A lot of our resources put into it, and I was like, fucking next time though. Next time it'll be better. We'll fix those problems. And I was like really in on it. The way that's coming to play for me is that like failing on a Horde base makes me want to not fail next time.
Okay.
That's how it's coming to fruition for me. Maybe that won't for you, and I'm sure it doesn't for a lot of other people. But that's how it works.
That's just one of those things. We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, I really enjoy the process of having a Horde base fail and then going, well, it's only going to get harder. And I know that, and it won't get like there's no way for me to make it easier that isn't cheating. So I have to just make a better Horde base.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like it.
Yeah. Fuck, I want to play 7 days.
It's so fun. It's so fucking fun.
Damn it, I want to play. Fuck.
We've done it. By we, I mean me. I did it. I kept talking about it, and I kept shoving content at you, and now we're good.
Listen, now there's a big update though, and it seems like the game is like better.
Yeah, I
It
think the game
looks
is better
like it
for
looks like a game now.
The game is
A little
definitely better
bit.
for it.
It's still certainly not perfect. There's a lot of like repeating textures and like weird looking shit, and some of the stuff is like kind of awkward, and it's
Yeah.
I would still describe it as kind of an ugly game,
That's
but
fine.
it's better.
Yeah, I never gave a shit about graphics really.
Roblox clears.
I don't think it does, and I don't care if it does.
That is fair.
But yeah, I really like the new updates cause its own problems where like critical injuries are way too common. At least early game, they're way too common. Other things I'm sure that I just can't think of off the top of my head because we spend a lot of time just running. But like I think it's definitely the game is better for having this update. Like I think somewhat significantly so.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because even though like I think a big thing that they put effort into doing was slowing down the early game. Early game
Yep.
you can get by so quick.
Yep.
You can get by it so quick. But also I think that they've simultaneously slowed the early game and extended the end game because now there's tier 6 POIs. And Ollie was
Yep.
talking to me about the zombie count. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna see it when I get there. But he was like, when you because tier 6s are just tier 5s with double the amount of zombies in them essentially.
How much does a tier 5 have?
I mean a lot. Like it's you've done tier 5s before. Do you remember? I'm not 100% sure if you were there. Do you remember when we did? I don't think you were. It was the first world that we did.
Is it a hospital?
Uh,
I remember a hospital that had a fuck ton of zombies
hospital
in
is
it.
tier 5. That's tier 5.
Yeah,
but,
so
but I'm
I was
talking
in
about
that.
the Shotgun Messiah. Remember? It's in. So we played in the
Oh, was it the
Nautical-
factory?
It's the factory one that it's the
Yup.
factory that's in the wasteland.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, it's not wasteland. It's the burn forest.
That
Same
fucking
thing. That we did
dude,
with
oh my
powering, and
God.
we were completely fucked doing the whole time.
Oh my god.
That's a tier 5.
that shit was so fun though.
Yeah, it's great. And
Just I was like being
tiers
fucked and like camping out on the roof and shit.
tier 6s are that but double.
Jesus.
So I'm excited.
Dude, I remember playing with, I think it was like, it might have been you and Gage. We were running it like a super long time ago, going through like the hospital POI, and I just remember like, I think it ended up just being me alive, and I was just like running, just like hallway to hallway, nothing but zombies.
Yeah.
I remember dying, and there were probably like 40 zombies on my screen.
I do not remember the hospital playing with you and Gage. I remember
I think at least Gage was there. I don't remember I don't think I would have been playing 7 days with just Gage. But I don't remember.
I remember playing. All I remember is that is the military POI we were at. I remember going down.
I remember that. I remember the
because-
first horde.
Yeah, because now with the context of what I'm doing now, because Navizian hasn't really changed. Like they've
Yeah.
added POIs to place, but nothing has moved. Like that military POI is still there. It's in the same spot it was. It's still there. We could load up and play it right now.
That's kind of cool actually. And like
Yeah, like
going back and be like, "Oh, this is where we were."
And I remember going to the trader and being like, "This shit's all weird. I don't know what any of this thing is." And like that was Hugh. I know where that is. I remember going to a neighborhood, which I also know where that is. I remember which POI it is. Now I know all the things that are there. Like I know what's in the entire POI.
Yeah. I remember being in that world and like working our way up to that like mansion on the hill.
Yeah, the house on the hill.
Yep. Which I know now because I watched the first couple of Glock videos on it.
Yeah. I've just done the POI a bunch. And I remember being like, dude, there's more here. It's not just a house on the hill. There's a bunch of shit underneath.
Oh my
That
god.
was so fucking fun.
Oh my god.
And then it's crazy when I started watching the Pokemon YouTuber who was like, "Can I beat this entire game with just a Lillipup?" And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I'd watch his videos. Then occasionally he would name like Pokemon after a wrestler, and I'd be like, "Does he like wrestling? Or is he just like The Rock? People like The Rock, you know?" And then he names a guy like Dolph Ziggler, and I'm like, "There's no world that a non like legitimate wrestling fan is naming him Dolph Ziggler." And then I stopped watching his videos for a while, and then all of a sudden I see Alpha 20 gameplay, warrior mode with this guy from this. I was like, "There's what?"
The same person.
So I was like, what? This guy makes Pokemon videos. He likes wrestling, and he plays 7 days. This is fucking crazy. And then what's funny is that he gets made fun of in a Smallland video because he did like a challenge, and then was like, "Well, I put the mic really close to my face. I was probably just loud." And he was like, I had to do this thing for my challenge. And Smallland was like, "You don't have to do that. You definitely don't." That guy was kind of dumb.
So basically, Small Ant called you dumb.
Well, I
Called
didn't.
dumb.
I didn't watch that video.
Small Ant called you personally dumb.
That's fine.
Ollie said something.
Yeah, he paid me and said, "This is fucking crap."
It's COD. I don't care.
I don't know. I want to go play 7 days now, bro.
All right, I'm good on the.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
podcast.
good to end.
I think that felt like a pretty good episode.
Like a good up. We were talking about shit like the whole time.
We had like topics.
Yeah, we had topics. This is what happens when we have topics. You have things to say.
I fucking told you 2 podcasts ago. I said we would have shit. Last episode we had Ox on as a guest, so we had a guest. That was just easy binkers.
And I look
And then
weird
today-
with my hat on and all my hair, and I look great. And that's also important. That's there too. You know, I gotta think about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Important.
Good for you.
Think about that one.
I'm
Chew
thinking
on
about
that.
it.
Thank you for watching Bodily Dad.
Bye guys.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.